Everybody, Rosematter here, and welcome to part 13 of my Master Detective Archives Rain Code Let's Play. In the last episode, we discovered the true culprits of all of the murders of both Aiko and Karen. And in doing so, we've made the Peacekeepers look dumb again. So, what's his name? Yomi? Kill Smile? Or something like that? He's pissed off. He's pissed off at Martina for failing to solve the case and ended up squishing her into a cube so he could carry her around forever, which I was not expecting. And he also tried to murder us by sinking our ship, but we woke up in like a sweet-looking penthouse with a dude wearing a mask. So that's where we left off. So we are going to continue on with the next chapter. I'm really excited to see what the next case is going to be, so let's get back into it.
Someone's dream on the street corner.
Here we go with the super dramatic opening.
An unrealized ideal is shattered. Like tears flooding the city. No one can be saved this way. Someone whispers.
Oh.
As they drown in a melted dream.
Okay. Chapter 3, No Longer a Detective. Okay, that's an interesting title. I wonder what happens.
That was quite refreshing. A bath is like a fleeting dream.
I wonder what happened to everybody else in the detective agency.
Your sweat and past are washed away. You're born anew. Would you like to join me next time?
No, thanks.
Oh, if you're embarrassed about taking off your clothes, you can hop in with them on.
I'm so confused already.
I do that once every 3 times anyway.
Who are you?
Oh? If you want to know who I am, does that mean you wish to be friends with me?
Friends?
Yes, I want to be your friend. How about you?
Huh? I
think you should avoid sketchy guys like that. You're just gonna end up joining a pyramid scheme or something.
Oh, that's right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've built personal relationships that I don't remember the procedure. My name is Makoto Kagutsuchi. Nice to meet you.
I wonder if that's his real name. To, like, be wearing a mask but introduce himself with his real name? I don't know.
hi. I'm Yuma Cocohead.
Yuma.
Master, maybe you should comment on his mask. He's probably waiting for you to do that.
About that mask.
Oh, this? Interested? This is like a family heirloom to me. It has quite a history. It is said my family has demonic blood flowing through us. Normal people who gaze upon my face lose their sanity. That's why I must keep my face hidden, or I can't even hold a normal conversation. So what is this demonic blood, you might ask? I did my own research on the matter. It goes back 500 years. Back then, this land was comprised of over 200 kingdoms, great and small.
I think I got it now, thanks.
I have so many other questions. I don't care about that. Like, where's everybody else? Why am I here?
Oh, are you sure?
This guy's worse than I thought. Where are we anyway?
Good question. Excuse me, where are we right now?
This is my home. It's the highest point in town. The top floor of Kanai Tower.
The top floor of that tower?
You serious? He's like Stark levels rich. Hey, let's take a selfie while we're here.
Why am I here?
I assumed you were playing in the river. However, it's not good to get carried away. You were lying by the riverbank in tatters. One of my men just happened to find you. So I had you brought here. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if we just let you die. You're here from the lowest part of town to the highest. How does it feel to have traveled between heaven and hell?
Where are the others? Was anyone else there besides me?
There was no one else.
I see. Chief Yako, Lara, Tetsuhiko, Fubuki, Vivia.
I mean, come on, we know that they're alive. We still have to do the mystery labyrinth with Fubuki and Vivia.
I hope they're all okay. It's all my fault.
Then again, it hasn't been the first time that I've had, like, all of the detectives wiped out.
The Peacekeepers have it out for us because I've been butting into cases, pretending to be a detective.
Oh, is this why it's going to be, like, no longer a detective? Like, I'm not going to do this anymore because I put people in danger. But of course he's going to get dragged back into it.
If I'd followed the Chief's advice and stayed put at the agency, none of this would have ever happened.
There you go, acting like some tragic heroine again. The only people who'd give you any sympathy for that shtick are the possessive types drawn to the naive. Just forget about it all and be positive. Say you have amnesia and reset your past.
And he's like, I do have amnesia.
After losing my memories, the Nocturnal Detective Agency was the one place where I felt like I belonged. If that's gone, I don't know what to do.
Hey, you're lucky to be alive. Compared to the other dead detectives, that is.
They're not dead. They have to be alive somewhere.
Oh, we have lots of visitors today. You might want to hide for now, Yuma.
Hide? Why?
You don't want to go play in the river again, do you?
What do you mean by that?
Master, I've got a bad feeling about this. Do as you're told and hide.
But where am I supposed to hide? Where should I hide?
Hide somewhere already!
Oh, okay. Be nice if I could go a little faster so I can choose a place up here, maybe? I'm going the long way. We'll hide over here.
Hurry up, Master!
That's the director of the Peacekeepers, Yumi Hellsmile.
Oh, Hellsmile. What did I call him? Kill Smile?
It's rare to see you all the way up here. Maybe this means we'll get a bright and sunny day tomorrow.
Well, a damn good day to you as well, masked man. Or is trick or treat the proper way to greet a mask lover like you?
So what brings you here? If it's a treat you're looking for, I have some homemade cookies.
Unfortunately, I only accept tricks. I heard a rumor that you're hiding a detective. That couldn't be true, could it?
Detective? Whatever do you mean?
You think you can hide your expression behind a mask? You're as creepy as ever. If you weren't in this city, by now I'd be... I'll be back. The Peacekeepers are always watching
Yeah,
you.
it seems like maybe Makoto is like, he's tops. Obviously, if he has like the penthouse suite and the tallest tower, and maybe Yomi's like, if you weren't here, I would be in your position.
Yuma, you can come out now.
That was the director of the Peacekeepers, wasn't it? You know him?
Our relationship isn't so shallow that he's a mere acquaintance, but I wouldn't call it a friendship either. If I must call it something, I'd say he's like a shadow. We all have our own inseparable shadows, right?
Who are you?
I'm just a man living at the highest point in town. Do you need to know more than that?
That doesn't tell me anything.
You sure are honest. I love this city more than anyone. And more than anyone, I worry for its future. That's why I feel so gloomy about it all. Like the sky, a cold rain falls within my heart. By the way, I hear that you're a detective. I didn't know they still existed in this town.
I'm a trainee. There are other detectives much better than me. Somewhere out there.
Naturally, this means you have some knowledge about this place.
I suppose so, yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that whole thing about Kurumi, where she said that there trying to... What are they, like, they're trying to create, like, immortal beings or something like that? Like, there's research going on in the city?
Even as we speak, a disaster strikes Kanai Ward. You could say Amaterasu Corporation is responsible. For years now, the tragedies occurring in this city are the result of an upset of the power balance within Amaterasu.
The power balance?
The company has gotten too big. Each segment has grown increasingly independent and now lacks overall cohesion. As a result, the power structure has been completely thrown off balance. Amidst it all, the Peacekeepers took charge. They've imposed strict rules within the company and eliminated anyone who refused to obey. The corporation was on the brink of collapse, but the Peacekeepers managed to regain order. And I'm sure you can easily imagine what happened after that, right?
That order took hold over all of Kanai Ward.
You're a sharp one, Detective. They fly the banner of order and force laws only convenient to themselves on the people. Both Amaterasu Corporation and Kanai Ward belong to them now. They do as they please.
It seems like Makoto, though, he's above it all, where it's just like, you know, Yomi was threatening him a little bit, but he still didn't push it too much.
They can overturn laws on a whim, which permitted bribes to be exchanged at a rampant pace. This is why the city continues to erode away. So much so that this gloomy rain cannot wash it clean.
I thought the Peacekeepers were like a police force, but they hold much more power than that.
As their name suggests, in the beginning the Peacekeepers were a single department that handled security. They changed and grew into the powerful organization they are today, because there was a need for it. After Kanai Ward's isolation, Amaterasu needed to become stronger and more ruthless to protect their secrets. Taking advantage of the corporation's supply routes, the Peacekeepers began trading with the military industry.
Wow, they sound like some dictatorship's army.
Before anyone realized, they were the most powerful force around. I'm sure they saw everyone else as incompetent, which led them to believe that those with the power should rule. The shadow that hangs over this city is none other than the threat of the Peacekeepers. Their tyranny continues to this day. They will never stop, even after they've gained control over everything.
So that's the situation the city is enduring.
At this rate, Kanai Ward will continue to decay. More innocent civilians will fall victim to them. That's why I want to stop the Peacekeepers on this reckless path of theirs. I do so as a citizen who loves Kanai Ward. I need the help of people like you.
Like me?
I mean detectives.
He needs detectives? Something about this sounds fishy.
So, like, he wants us to maybe bring down Amaterasu to save the city?
What do you mean by that?
In Kanai Ward, the only ones that can stand up to the Peacekeepers are outsiders like yourself.
So he said about, like, oh, well, I just happened to find you and I brought you in. He must have known that we were a detective, because he's acting like, so I hear you're a detective. But it's like, he must have known that, or else he probably wouldn't bother to save us.
That's why, in order to save this city, I need your cooperation.
And he's probably thinking, like, I saved you, so you're indebted to me.
Detectives are the only ones who can save this place. That is what I believe. But what about you?
Save this city. Chief Yako also asked the same thing. If their goals are the same...
Hold it right there, Master! You're gonna agree just like that?
But he's asking for my help as a detective. I have to respond.
Jeez, think about it for a sec. The way he's talking, he probably works for Amaterasu. In other words, you're not sticking your neck out for an impossible crime here. It's just a spat between adults. What do you think you can do about it?
But we should at least talk to him about it first.
He's obviously taking advantage of you. You're so gullible. Listen, detectives need to suspect others all the time. Besides, can you really trust anybody in a mask like that? He's not normal. Everything feels so ominous about this. You're better off not associating with him. Trust me on this.
It's rare for you to be so absolutely against something. I owe you a lot for saving my life, and it's true. I don't know him enough to be sure if he's trustworthy.
Oh, this reminds me. Speaking of detectives, is number 1 in town as well?
Huh? Number 1?
I mean the guy at the top of the World Detective Organization. Things would go much faster if he were here.
Oh, you know about number 1?
Huh? Don't you?
I've only heard of him recently. I don't know much about him.
I see. Well, that's no surprise. He's a shut-in who rarely appears out in public. But if you get the chance to talk to him, please ask him to come visit soon. Tell him his son is in trouble.
Bum bum bum.
Son?
I'm joking.
I guess I'm the gullible one.
Anyway, I've kept you here too long.
Or maybe he's not joking.
If you're looking for your missing friends, you better move fast.
That's right. I have to go look for everyone. I need to get going. Thank you for saving me.
No problem. Don't worry about it. But please, consider cooperating with me.
Right. Oh, also, I should ask you this while I'm here. Do you have any idea what Kanai Ward's ultimate secret could be? Or does the word homunculus sound
That's what it was, a
familiar to you?
homunculus.
No, I have no idea. Sorry I couldn't be of help.
I see.
Now, go on and look for your friends.
Right.
I feel like at some point, Kurumi's gonna be in trouble. I even thought, like, at the opening, the hand sinking, it almost looked like Kurumi's sleeve.
So that's my... Is that it? I thought there would be more emotion involved.
Oh. I wonder if Makoto and... Is that my blank? I thought there'd be more emotion involved. I feel like, yeah, Makoto and Yuma probably knew each other before Yuma lost his memories. Interesting, okay.
Given how tall the building is, the elevator took forever to come down. Since he lives on the top level of this tower, he can't be an ordinary person. Makoto Kagutsuchi. Who is he? How is he connected to Amaterasu Corporation?
He brushed it off, but he's affiliated with them. He knows that dangerous Peacekeepers director. Not to mention, he knew an awful lot about the internal workings of the corporation.
He talked about saving the city, but is he on our side? Or could he be...
Either way, you're better off not getting involved. Let sleeping gods lie, as they say.
Are you sure you're one to say that?
Oh, you're right!
Anyway, I'm worried about Chief Yako. Let's go back to where the detective agency was at the riverbank.
I wonder what happened to Fuzzhead and the others.
They're fine. They must be.
I feel like going back to the scene of the crime is probably not a good idea. I feel like the Peacekeepers will, like, will know that if anyone survived, they were probably gonna head back that way. If only there was a place where we could be like, alright, if we get separated, meet up at this location. Of all of them, Desahiko is probably, like, going to be the most fine because he can just disguise himself as somebody else. Oh, we've got some mysteries here. So, Kanai Tower is a new place. Kamasaki District, we can't go there. There's the mansion. Oh, we can go back to the academy. Okay, there's still stuff we can do at the academy. Oh, we have to actually, like, go physically to the riverbank. Alright, well, let's do that. I just like the idea of, like, I have to go check up on the others, but first, there's a couple of side quests for me to do. We will tackle those later. I heard there was an explosion at the riverbank, but the Peacekeepers took care of it right away. Could you give me any more details about the explosion? I believe there were multiple explosions, but the tunnel connected to Kamasaki seems okay. Really?
Then...
Maybe the explosions were smaller than we thought? The path isn't closed anymore, so why not go take a look if you're that interested?
Thank you very much.
That means everybody at the agency should be safe. Huh, well, there it says right there, the tallest building in Kanai Ward, especially high-ranking people within Amaterasu Corporation and their families live here. So, that guy is either working for Amaterasu or he's a family member of them who wants to destroy them from the inside.
Hey! He ran away when he saw me the other time, too.
Maybe you did something?
I don't think so. He's a complete stranger.
You sure you don't need to hurry to the riverbank? You might find Fuzzhead's corpse and then some.
No, that's not true. Don't say ominous stuff like that.
These people just having the time of their lives over here.
Who was that? And why did they run when they saw me?
Amazing.
Who cares? It's not like you're gonna figure it out by standing around here thinking about it.
I'm sick of everything in this vending machine. But new products never come to this town.
You know,
He seems pretty down. I guess I should leave him alone. Okay, we want to go this way. Right, because we want to go in the underground pathway.
Zoom!
The hell are those Peacekeepers doing? You want to know too, right, man? Hey, are you talking to me? Didn't you hear a torpedo blew up down by the river a little while ago? The explosion everyone was talking about was a torpedo? No good closing the horse when the stable door's bolted, you dummy. Gotta put that sucker before the cart. Wait, about that torpedo. I didn't think much of those Peacekeepers from the very start.
Aww.
He's too drunk to listen to us. Hey, buddy, you listening? He's going to start rambling again. I should just leave him alone.
it's terrible. The agency is completely blown to pieces. I thought I found a place I could call home.
I don't smell any corpses. I thought there'd be some around here.
Of course not! Everyone is still alive! Master detectives wouldn't die so easily.
You say that. Didn't they all die on the
I
Amaterasu
was
Express?
literally just about to say that. I'm like, the first batch of Master Detectives died within the first few hours.
That's...
Huh?
Huh? Whoa! What the...
Oh, man!
They said coming back to the scene of the crime. Not a great idea. Now this could be the Peacekeepers, or this could be maybe somebody from the detective agency, like, swooping in and getting us before the Peacekeepers do.
Master!
Huh? Where am I?
You're finally awake! Well, I also just woke up. When you go to sleep, so do I. Because we're one and the same!
I remember I was suddenly thrown into a car and...
I think you let your guard down too much. How many times are you gonna let yourself get knocked unconscious?
I can't help it! This city is so... weird. Why does this keep happening to me?
Who would do such a thing to you? And for what reason?
Could it be the Peacekeepers?
Look around. It's so dirty here. If it's the Peacekeepers, they'd probably be sitting on reclining chairs with their feet up in a tidy room.
But if it isn't the Peacekeepers, then who? We can worry about it later. First, we have to get out of here.
I guess that's fair.
I hope I don't have to do some sort of,
Where
like,
am
sneaking
I?
or anything.
Anyway, I'd better find a way out of here. This is...
It's a worn-out sofa covered in dust.
Come on.
Absolutely filthy, aren't you, Master? Why direct that at me? I'm just like, damn, that's a nice-looking cat. Not, like, nice-looking, but I'm like, they really... A lot of the stuff is, I don't know why this couch has, like, caught my attention. I'm like, it just looks so shiny and realistic compared to a lot of the other objects around here. Okay.
It won't open. Seems like it's locked with a padlock or something from the outside. Why do they even want to imprison me?
Ah, our good
There's
old
a
fan, the
vent here,
vent.
but it's too small to pass through. The floor and the walls don't seem fragile enough to break, and there's no way out through the ceiling either.
Looks like you're stuck in here. No point feeling gloomy about it. Just enjoy it while you can. Woohoo! It's so fun! It's like we're frolicking through the sun like grass in spring.
It's hopeless. We're completely stuck. It's just like everything in my life right now. I'm trapped with no way out.
Master looks so lonely right now. It's like he's given up on everything. Hey! Can I give you a back tattoo that says, "My life is over"?
Sorry, but I'm not really in the mood for your antics right now.
What's got you so down anyway? It's not like you had anything to lose in the first place. Besides me, that is.
Aw, my life's been a mess ever since you started haunting me. Shinigami, what about those other detectives?
What do you mean?
You said you've haunted other detectives in the past. They all gave up their memories, right? Were they able to achieve their goals using the power you gave them?
I don't really remember the past. I'm the kind who forgets what happened yesterday. Oh, but there is one detective I distinctly remember. He always liked to say this one thing. I want to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone.
Why do I have a feeling it's like Yuma's father or something?
Huh?
I want to make a world where no one weeps while imprisoned by unsolved mysteries. He said that with such sparkling eyes that I laughed out loud. It still makes me laugh, as if a single detective could do that.
Oh, I wonder if that's like, there was the flashback that Yuma had where he, like he was in the detective agency because they talked about like, oh, there's the book that's in that like you mustn't read, and that was the book that had Shinigami. I wonder if that was like either Yuma's like maybe his father or kind of his mentor, someone that Yuma
Imprisoned
knew.
by unsolved mysteries, like the Watchmaker's son, or Kurumi. If those cases remained unsolved, would they have suffered the same fate? So you didn't answer me. What about that detective? Was he able to bring happiness to everyone?
I don't know. Besides, I don't remember much. But if you look at how the world is right now, isn't the answer obvious?
I guess. There's no way detectives could make people all over the world happy. Even in Kanai Ward alone, the number of unsolved mysteries keeps increasing. What can detectives even do? Detectives are useless. I'm useless.
Here we go. Here's his sad boy arc where he's just like, I've given up. And then something's gonna happen where he's just gonna be filled with renewed motivation.
Huh?
Master, someone's coming!
Oh, you're awake. Sorry for getting rough with you. It was necessary at the time. Forgive me.
Maybe these guys are like underground freedom fighters or something.
Well, don't we have quite the character here?
Who are you?
At first I was hoping it was gonna be like Yasuhiko was just gonna be like reveal himself like, haha, it is me.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Consider this. Have you seen a child crying on a street corner? How about a kid wandering with no place to go? We're a group of volunteers who shed blood so people like that don't have to shed tears.
A vigilante group, it seems.
That's right. We're the proud resistance against Amaterasu Corporation.
Resistance?
And I'm the head honcho. The name's Shachi. Nice to meet you.
This reminds me. I've seen the flyers.
Ah,
all over
yes, that was the
Kanai
whole
Ward.
thing about like at the beginning where it was like the resistance being drowned in the muddy rivers.
Yeah, passing out flyers is an important part of our activity. We need to recruit as many people as possible. Though once we're finally caught by the Peacekeepers, we'll probably all hang.
But what does the Resistance want with me?
First, let me apologize for not being able to bring you here in a more graceful way. But if I didn't do it this way, you couldn't stay hidden from the Peacekeepers.
Why did you go to such lengths to see me?
Allow me to explain. Please, would you join us at our hideout? I want you to have a little chat with my friends.
A hideout?
Don't worry, they're all good guys. Come on, follow me.
Man, Yuma is like Mr. Popular over here. He want like the
Seems like I'm being dragged into even more trouble.
like super high up person. Kanai, you know, living in that tower
Doesn't look
wants
like
his
you have
help.
a choice right now, anyway.
Resistance wants his help.
At least he's the type of guy who's kind to a lost kid.
I'm not a kid. Is it really okay to follow him?
Master, stop being so indecisive. Oh my! It's already morning. The sun rose while you were fast asleep.
Hard to tell with this weather.
What is this place? The whole area is submerged. Looks like stagnant rainwater that didn't drain. Do people actually live here?
Only weirdos who carve up animals could live in a place like this.
Is this your first time in Doya District?
Doya District?
In short, it's what you'd call the slums. It's like this thanks to Amaterasu Corp. The people here are forced to live in the backwaters. They don't seem to care one bit about the unending rain. Of course they don't. They're all living high up, looking down on us. All the dirt and grime they spit out flows down from the city and ends up swirling around here. This is the reality of Kanai Ward.
Kanai Ward's reality.
Come on, our hideout is this way. Our dream is to change Doya District scenery. We want to help the poor smile again. We call ourselves the Resistance, but it would be better for everyone if things can get resolved without a fight. I doubt the Peacekeepers feel the same way, though. They're always striving to crush us. That's why we armed ourselves and prepared to fight
Why do I have a feeling that this guy is gonna
We
die?
don't know when this fight will end. We don't know if we'll still be able to smile when it does.
I mean, they're gonna introduce
We
this
may not have the answers,
important seeming character.
but we have to keep fighting. We were born and raised here, after all. By the way, where are you from?
Some stuff happened, so I don't have a place to call home right now.
Oh, so you're like us then. Guess that kind of makes us buddies.
Well, I'm not so sure.
Everybody
about
wants to
that.
be his friend too.
But I suppose the Resistance and the Nocturnal Detective Agency are both being oppressed by Amaterasu. Our goals and aspirations differ, but we're kinda like friends in that regard.
Master, you're a professional loner, so you don't need any friends.
What's a professional loner?
Hey, good work being on the lookout. This is our hideout. Come on in.
The Resistance's hideout. It's a bit scary, but
There's no running away now.
All right, it's time for a revolution.
All right,
Hey,
here's
don't start a revolution.
here are my new
here.
group of friends since my detective friends are dead.
I lost again.
Hey, you're all here. Great timing since the game's over. Listen up, I need to introduce someone to all of you. Behold, Yuma here is a master detective of the WDO.
Huh? Wait, I'm not...
Oh, really? So he's one of those master detectives I've heard so much about.
Oh my gosh, his voice is so familiar. Who are you? Who are you? I have to look this up immediately. As soon as I heard him talk, I'm like, who are you? He's got one of those very distinct voices. I'm gonna kick myself when I hear it. Is he from like Digimon? I feel like he might, like I might have heard that voice of like Digimon. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. All right, I'll wait for his name first.
Seriously? Sorry I kidnapped you without knowing.
He looks like an elf boy.
Anyway, I want to recruit him to our resistance.
Huh? Wait, this is much too sudden, and I'm not a master detective.
I know I sprang this on you out of nowhere, but you know what? We're alike. We both have the same kind of darkness lurking deep within our eyes. That darkness is solitude.
Huh?
You're lost, with nowhere to go. Am I wrong? This can be your new home.
My new home?
I guess you're uncomfortable being around so many people when you don't even know their names. Everyone here is a leader within the organization. They're all irreplaceable to the Resistance. But while they don't have any powers as extraordinary as master detectives, they each have their own special abilities. They're all good people. You should talk to them first before deciding to join up or not.
Huh? Anyway, let's try talking to everyone.
All right, I'm definitely gonna talk to this dude because I'm like, I need to know your name because I'm gonna look up your. I want to try and figure it out by myself.
Hi
but-
there, I'm Servan. So, you're Yuma from the World Detective Organization.
Oh my gosh, that voice though. I feel like I've heard multiple, like, he's probably one of those very prolific voice actors that's been in like a whole bunch of anime and stuff. Okay, I freaking called it. He's actually been it like, it looks like almost all the Digimon. That's where I heard of. He was a lot of the actual Digimon. So he was in Digimon Tamers. He was in the original one. He was Ken from Digimon Season 2. So yeah, he's like a lot, but that, like, when I heard him, I'm like, he sounds like he's like from Digimon, and I was right. But yeah, it's just like whole bunch. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I was so, I can't believe my mind went to fucking Digimon. He's Fuyuhiko from Danganronpa 2 and Kokichi for Danganronpa. I love how that's like my mind went. That's hilarious that like you think my first thought would be like, it's Fuyuhiko. Like now I can't unhear it, but I'm like, my first thought was like Digimon. That's hilarious. It's Fuyuhiko.
I've been trying to obtain help from the WDO for
And
a while,
Kokichi. He definitely sounds more
but I
like
could never
Kokichi to
get
me
them
than
to
Fuyuhiko.
agree. I guess anyone would be hesitant to work with people who call themselves the Resistance.
Why do you need detectives?
To be honest, it's not limited to detectives. We need help in general. But recruiting blindly is dangerous. There's no telling who might be tied to the Amaterasu Corporation. In that regard, detectives from the WDO are safe. Rumor has it they've got terrific personnel. Plus, I know you're enemies with Amaterasu. I've seen it with this.
What's that?
It's security camera footage set up all around Kanai Ward. I'm good at tinkering with machines. I handle most of the machine work around here.
His name is what, Servan? Like almost like surveillance.
Once Kanai Ward is peaceful again, I want to open up a shop selling security devices, so that this tragedy can never happen again.
I see.
Hello, elf boy. What is your name?
Hey, Master Detective. I'm Icardi. To be honest, I'm rooting for you to join us. Detectives work for anyone as long as the pay is good, right? Meaning, if you pay more than anyone else, they will always side with you. They're far more trustworthy than people who just talk big about fighting for the revolution.
I think you've got the wrong idea here. A detective isn't a mercenary.
Really? I figured they're about the same.
It's actually quite the opposite. It's like because he keeps taking on cases, I'm actually like deeply in debt.
Well, Well, you probably couldn't explain the difference if you were asked to, Master.
Hey, Akardi, tell him about your special powers.
Oh, I'm from the Doya district, but I used to be a super swimming athlete for Kanai Ward. I do all sorts of aquatic sports.
Okay.
No one can keep up with me in this place.
My thought was like, I'm also an elf. I have magic.
Anyway,
That wouldn't surprise
I take
me.
advantage of that ability and work as a delivery man. If there's anything you want delivered, I'm your man. Even if it's underwater.
I see.
Nope, can't go that way. Alright. I was like, I don't know, for being kind of a dump, this place is oddly cozy. Not as cozy as the submarine, but...
So, you're the new member. I'm Haruka. Nice to meet you.
Why are you so creepy?
Oh, hello. This one seems kinda quiet.
Master, women are never what they seem. Even idols take dumps.
Yuma, can you use a gun?
Huh? A gun? I've never carried one before.
Oh, I thought so. You strike me as the type of person who's never had anything to do with guns before. On my 4th birthday, I was given a .22 caliber revolver as a present. On my 5th birthday, I got a .32, and on my birthday next month, I'm supposed to be getting an anti-tank cannon.
Huh?
I don't care what it is.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just want to pull the trigger.
I was gonna say, it was like, she sounds
Give me a
more than
trigger
just
to
being,
pull.
quiet. She sounds unhinged.
Yuma, if you join us, would you do it with me?
No thanks. I doubt I'd be any good with those things. I've never even held one before.
Oh, maybe you misunderstood. I'm not asking you to pull the trigger. I want you to be the target. Do your best to run around. It won't be any fun if it ends in one shot.
She's terrifying.
See, I told you women aren't what they seem. Even idols take dumps.
Can you not look at me that way? You're acting like I'm some weirdo. Until Kanai Ward was isolated 3 years ago, I was a serious candidate for Olympic shooting. But when we were shut off from the rest of the world, that included world sports, and I had nowhere to go.
She's like, I just want to shoot something.
I can't allow this. I will change Kanai Ward with my firearm skills. But to do that, I need to get better.
Master, I know you're a sucker for girls, but I suggest you stay away from this one.
Of course.
Oh, so you're the new member? I'm Margala. I don't know what a master detective is, but did you come in from beyond the rain as well?
Beyond the rain?
The only thing beyond the rain is Amaterasu Corp.
No, I'm not with them. But you said as well. Are you a former member of Amaterasu?
That's right. I worked in accounting for that company. Back then they called me the Safe Keeper. But one day, I was accused of embezzlement. My entire family was arrested. Of course, my family and I were all innocent. We were framed. Set up to take the fall for what the Peacekeepers took for themselves. My family got sick and died in jail. All of them. Except me.
That's terrible.
I would do anything to destroy Amaterasu. Anything. I own a small shop in Kamasaki district. Publicly, I'm just a retired old man selling old art pieces. But secretly, I manage the funds for the resistance. Guess you could say I got re-employed. I'm happy to be able to use my skills again. If your hatred of Amaterasu is anything like ours, you should join us.
Did you have a chat with everyone already? Guess I'll talk about myself then. I was born around these parts. Wasn't submerged like this at
I
the
feel like
time.
something as bad is going to happen to him.
It
He
was
seems
just
like a
another
very
regular city.
like a nice guy, a sympathetic person who's trying to do, you know, the right thing, or he believes to be the right thing, and he's probably going to get killed.
But my family, as you might expect, lived in poverty. That's why when I was hired by that company, my whole family was thrilled.
That company?
Yeah. Amaterasu Corporation. Back then, they weren't dangerous or shady. They were a legitimate business focused on contributing to society. Now, I don't know when it started to go astray. We kept receiving more requests from the unified government with an increasing number of top-secret projects. As the secrets kept piling on, the company continued to grow. It sure was a strange sight. Even when I was an employee, I didn't know what was going on. It was like looking at some strange and unknown beast. Before I knew it, everyone was subservient to Amaterasu. The gap between rich and poor was irreversible.
Shachi, what kind of work did you do for them?
I worked in land development. They'd buy up promising land and use it for the company. And here, Doya District was also a part of that. After I purchased this land, Amaterasu filled it with rows and rows of research facilities. The city was poor, but there were these shiny research labs here.
That's got to have to do with the homunculus,
That
I'm
made us
guessing.
so proud. We thought it'd bring prosperity here. Or so we hoped. But 3 years ago, the unending rain began. The area was flooded. Amaterasu abandoned this place without a second thought.
I'm still guessing that, like, once we solve the great mystery and, like, bring down Amaterasu, the rain will stop, and there will be hope for the future of Kanai Ward or something like that.
The former residents had nowhere to go. So they were forced to live on top of the flooded research labs. And that's what became of Doya District.
So that's what happened.
It's my fault. I'm the one who made the city this way. That's why I fight Amaterasu Corp. To help the impoverished still living here. It's the least I can do to make it up to them. It can't be anyone else. I have to do it. Well, that's enough sad story time for now. We must press onward. This is why we need good people on our side. You're one of the world-famous master detectives. Please, help us. How about it, Yuma? Will you stand with us and help free Kanai Ward from Amaterasu's oppression?
Everyone keeps saying the same thing. You've already made up your mind. Go on, answer him.
What happens if I refuse? I'm gonna say alright, because of course I will.
Alright. To be honest, I still don't fully understand what's going on. But okay.
Great! I knew you had it in you. I was right to believe in you.
Hey, Master! Are you serious? You just signed up with the slum resistance!
I wonder if, I was like, I'm guessing if I just said I refuse, it would probably just circle back until I answered yes. It's not like a visual novel where, like, there's branching paths, I assume.
You're not fit for this kind of thing!
But I have nowhere to return to.
That's no reason to join the resistance! What about being a detective? You're just gonna quit?
I
mean, the name...
am I really even a detective?
The name of this chapter is called No Longer a
Acting part while
Detective.
Dealing with amnesia. In fact, maybe fighting alongside the resistance would be a better way for me to help the people of Kanai Ward.
Wow, you sure do attract trouble. This is exactly how you turn into such a masochist. If you quit your battle against mysteries, then we're through. What a shame. I kinda like being partners.
What happens if we break our contract anyway? Will my memories return? Or... Shinigami, did you hear me?
We broke up, so I have nothing to say to you.
What's with that flippant attitude? The whole reason I got dragged into this mess was because you haunted me.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to team up in the first place. You chose this path. If you decide to quit, that's on you. Either you pick me or them. Choose wisely.
Hey, what's wrong, Yuma? You got
Oh,
quiet.
am I supposed to refuse
He
them?
must be moved to tears because he now has people to call his own.
Seriously? He obviously doesn't look very happy.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I was supposed
have
to decline.
Huh? What?
I sympathize with your aspirations, and I really do want to join. But I can't quit being a detective.
That's what I thought. You just can't part with me, can ya? You know what that means? You're all mine! You're completely under my spell, Master!
Be quiet. I just thought it was wrong to quit being a detective this way.
I see. So you can't. In that case, I can't let you
Whoa.
leave here alive.
Well, that escalated.
Just kidding.
Ah.
I already knew you were gonna turn us down.
I'm so
Trying to
gullible.
get you to join on the spot is a tough sell. You have your own
See,
stuff
this dude
going.
seems so cool, and like, he's probably gonna die.
So instead, would you be interested in cooperating with us as a detective? Basically, we'd like you to take on a job for us.
A job?
Yeah, it's a simple one, but it's not something we can do. Please, we
It's
need
never
your
a
help.
truly simple
Will you
job.
at least take on this request?
Even if it starts out simple.
What do I do? Chief Yaku isn't here, and the detective agency is gone. Is it really okay for me to accept a job? In my experience, taking these requests without permission always leads to trouble.
I don't smell any good mysteries nearby. My guess is that these people are taking advantage of you, just like that masked guy. You should ignore them.
Yeah, I need to find the others first. I don't have time to take another request.
Except there's still all those side quests that I can do.
I'm sorry. I'll need to consider it another time, once things calm down.
I see. So that didn't work either.
I need to go now.
Please, wait. We've just exposed our inner workings. Do you really think we'd just let you leave? Unlike Shachi, I don't joke around. I'll do what needs to be done.
But as he says, they're all good people, right?
I'm with Iruka. If you're not with us, you're against us. If we let you go, you might leak our info to Amaterasu Corp.
I would never.
It seems you're just an outsider after all. You'll never understand our hatred.
Hey, if you're gonna fight, do it outside! Don't mess with my complex machines!
We can't let an Amaterasu sympathizer roam free.
Please wait. Let's all take a deep breath.
So you want to pick a fight with me? Oh, you asked for it. Bring it on! I'll boom kill all of you!
Wait, hold your damn horses! If he could just be threatened into doing our bidding, I would have done so from the start. He's no amateur. He's a WDO master detective.
Master detectives can survive even bullet wounds, right? And we should test it out.
Iruka, stop! Put down the gun. The Resistance isn't a terrorist group. We don't kill people. Let me talk with him man to man, and we'll wrap things up. Everyone okay with that?
If you say so, Shachi. It's fine by me.
Agreed.
You're the leader. Do as you wish.
I love how he's like, we don't kill people, but we
So,
have like a master
Would you
gun
come with me
person
for a
on
bit?
our team. What good is she gonna do if they don't kill people?
Hey, Shachi.
What? I thought we were done here. Sorry, Yuma, go on ahead for a second. We can talk quietly on the rooftop. Go through that door over there and up the stairs. I'll be there soon.
The roof. Got it.
You've gained the attention of some troublesome folks. Why don't you skip out right now?
It's better to finish talking to them now to avoid trouble later on. Besides, wasn't there a lookout at the entrance?
Oh? I hear someone talking.
Is it those guys from earlier? What could they be talking about?
Hey, maybe you can hear them talking if you approach the door.
I can see inside through a crack in the door.
How naughty! Let's take a peek at what they're plotting.
Can't you move through walls, Shinigami? You could just get to the other side.
If I left your side, I could slip through a wall or two. But then later, I might lie to you about what I saw. I do love seeing you get all distressed.
Why?
Shh, they're talking right now.
Can you make it quick, Iruka? He'll start getting cautious if I keep him waiting.
Please, wait. There's something I want to give you. In here. Why won't it open? Damn the safe! Who was in charge of getting a new one anyway? I'll bust it open with a rocket.
Treating it roughly won't unlock it. You have to move the dial, then wait exactly 5 minutes. It's the latest time-delayed lock. You'll have to wait the specified amount of time without touching anything. Thieves hate wasting time. Time itself is the key for this new feature.
Grr. What a pain in the ass.
This security function makes it the best safe there is. Nowadays, even the bank and other important facilities use it in the commercial area of Marunimon District.
All right, well, I feel like that is going to come up later if we come across the safe again.
It's made by trusty old Amaterasu Corp, after all.
This was made by Amaterasu? What's it doing here? I never allowed this.
Relax. Calm down, old man. Even your clothes and mug were made by the Corp. As long as we live in Kanai Ward, it's impossible to avoid all their products. Though it is ironic that Amaterasu made the safe that protects our assets.
It finally opened.
Is it a gun? It's a gun.
This...
Your custom handgun. I modified it to pack more of a punch.
Okay, so he has a handgun, but he's talking about no violence, huh?
This isn't necessary.
It's for self-defense. Just in case.
Because, you know, like, you're looking at Yuma, I was like, oh yeah, he could definitely take this dude on.
Why not take it with you? You never know when you might need it.
Well, I do have a feeling we're gonna find this guy, he's gonna end up dead, and he's gonna maybe have, like, a gunshot, and we're gonna be, like, suspected as the murderer, so we're gonna have to find who the actual murderer is to avoid getting killed by these guys.
What do I do?
We're probably gonna have
a gun.
the talk on the roof. We're gonna leave. He's gonna end up dead. These guys are gonna think I did it.
A detective stays calm, even when facing the barrel of a gun. Actually, they'd find a way to remove the bullets first.
It's too late for that.
Then you're screwed!
That's why I'm panicking. I know. Let's run away while we still can.
Doesn't the front entrance have someone on lookout?
Oh, that's right. Then let's go to the roof. Let's get there first and find a way out.
Master, hurry up and run!
This is the roof. We need to find a way out. There has to be some place I can escape to. I have to hurry before I'm found.
Oh, look at these stairs. How
There's an
convenient.
emergency stairway. Maybe we can escape from here.
Master, look carefully near the top of the stairs!
A surveillance camera. Speaking of
Oh,
which,
that's
they were
right.
monitoring it from the other room.
Oh, and I bet if a murder does happen, conveniently the surveillance camera probably won't be pointing. It's pointing away from the roof.
If you go past it, they'll definitely see you.
Let's find another way.
There's no escape!
This place is much higher than I thought.
At least you'll get away if you jump off. Though you just end up in the afterlife.
There are no footholds or places to grab onto. I don't think I can use this as an escape route.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
He's here! He's not holding a gun. Is he keeping it concealed?
Why so pale? Scared of heights?
Yeah, something like that.
I see. Sorry about that. I'll make it quick. About the request earlier. You turned it down because you don't want anything to do with the Resistance, right?
Huh? No, that's not why.
It's alright. As someone from the outside, liberating Kanai Ward has nothing to do with you. I actually would have found you suspicious if you were gung-ho about it.
Which is funny because at first I did say I would be part of the Resistance, and then I changed my mind.
But this is exactly why I think we can have a mutually beneficial relationship.
But...
I'm not asking you to do it for free. If you accept this job, we'll give you information on Amaterasu Corporation. What do you say to that?
what kind of information?
Our organization has a good number of former Amaterasu employees, myself.
I wonder if Kurumi's part of this.
We have some internal
Probably
info
not the
that you can't
Resistance,
get
but...
anywhere else. I think we can get you something you want.
Do you know what information I'm looking for?
I have an idea. If the WDO sent a master detective to gather intel, it's gotta be the homunculi, right?
Master!
Looks like I'm right. It's not just detectives. The whole world wants info about that. How's this? In place of prepayment for the request, I could tell you a little bit about it.
Okay, so that dude, Makoto, he had a weird reaction when I asked, like, do you know anything about the homunculi? And he's like, nope, I don't know anything about it. Totally lying. At least this guy's upfront about it.
True? Do immortal monsters like homunculi really exist?
Yeah. Homunculi do exist. And they're already inside Kanai Ward. Right now.
Right now? There are immortal monsters in this city?
So, they really were researching homunculi here? That means they were successful, doesn't it? Isn't that what this dude's saying?
It's hard to believe, but could this be Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
Looks like you're interested. However, I'll only tell you the rest once you finish the job. So how about it? Did I whet your appetite, Master Detective?
You should know that I don't have any special abilities.
I don't plan on making you do anything too difficult. We just want you to run a little errand.
An errand?
We want to set up some surveillance cameras around town to keep an eye on Amaterasu Corp's oppression. However, this isn't something we can do.
Why not?
If the Peacekeepers see us setting up, they'll definitely start investigating the organization responsible.
Well, I mean, they're after me too, so I'm not exactly the best person to be doing this either.
Which would give them an excuse to stamp out the resistance. Hence, why this job can only be done by someone who isn't affiliated with us.
In other words, you need a pawn you can safely discard if it gets caught by the Peacekeepers.
I wouldn't put it that way, but you're not wrong. I want you to understand one thing, though. I'm not gonna ask you to risk yourself for our sake. But we do want your help in protecting the people of this city. That's the kind of job this is.
How does setting up surveillance cameras lead to protecting the people here?
Our goal with setting up the cameras is to capture proof of illegal acts carried out by the Peacekeepers. We'll record all the criminal activity they commit, such as intimidation, assault, theft, embezzlement. We won't fight them with violence. It would only lead to more lives lost. We're gonna take them down the right way. The Resistance are not terrorists.
He says that while concealing a firearm. He's not fooling us.
Even if you gather all that evidence, won't the Peacekeepers just cover it up?
Gathering one or two pieces of evidence is too weak. Man runs the risk of being snuffed out. In order to spread roots throughout town, someone has to make it clear there are people fighting back.
To spread roots?
The Resistance are like underground roots. Right now, we're still thin and weak. But we continue. We'll spread our thin roots everywhere to try and bring life back to this withering tree. And one day, our fully grown branches and leaves will shelter the people of Kanai Ward from the cold rain. Yuma, This is to protect peace in our home. So please, save this city.
There it is again. Save this city. How am I supposed to do that? What does everyone expect of me? I'm a shell of a person with no memories.
I'd say they're not really relying on you, but more like taking advantage of you. So, what are you gonna do?
Even if they're taking advantage of me, they're better than that masked guy because their objective is clear. If they have information about the homunculus, I want it. Setting up surveillance cameras shouldn't be too hard.
Then...
All right, I accept your request.
Great! I'm glad you made up your mind. I knew I could count on you. Well, let's get started.
Shachi, sorry to interrupt. There's a fight on the main street. Another turf war in the usual garbage dump. Can I toss a grenade down there?
Hold on, you stay out of it.
Why did they even keep her? She just feels like she just wants to start and end everything with violence.
Sorry, Yuma. But can you go down and get instructions from Servan about the job? I'm counting on you. Good luck.
So, you decided to do it. You better not drag us down.
I wonder if this is for the best.
You can't turn back now. You better hope the reward is worth it.
Let's head back down for now and talk to Servan about the job.
I'm so glad you weren't killed, Master.
I didn't really get to check this place out too much. Let's see.
Come on.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh!
Right, we have to ask Servan about that request. It doesn't really seem like there's some stuff over here.
This place?
I guess this is storage. A bunch of miscellaneous items have been placed everywhere. And
what?
not a single one of them is worth our attention. I'd probably get yelled at if I just touched this stuff. I'd better leave it alone.
Hey!
Hey,
Since you're back, I assume you accepted our request.
Right.
If Shachi's all for it, then I've got no objections. I'll trust you too.
You must really trust Shachi.
We were living on the streets when you took us in.
He is, like I said,
He built
I
the
feel like he's
resistance
gonna get
up to
killed.
what it is now.
Everybody is just like holding him up to like this level of like a savior.
Everyone
He's so
is
nice.
indebted to Shachi to varying degrees. He's like a big brother to us. Though he does have shortcomings, like excessively avoiding conflict and being oblivious about anything financial.
Yeah.
This kitchen is surprisingly well equipped with cooking tools.
What?
I guess that Shachi guy is quite a culinarian. Seems like it. Unlike me.
Damn. When did we start using an Amaterasu safe? Trustworthy. Bah! There's nothing trustworthy about it.
Let's just listen to what we have to, then get out of here. I'm so bored.
This place.
Several displays are mounted on the walls. They're showing images from different parts of Kanai Ward. Awesome. It's like a secret base or something. So cool. I love she's like, I'm so bored. This is so cool. It's like, make up your mind, girl.
You know,
It's an older display with a cracked screen. If it's broken, why not just throw it away? Maybe it still works? Master, why don't you give it a nice 45-degree chop? I don't think that will fix the crack. Alright. Got some stuff over here, and then we'll talk to Servan. It's a row of narrow golden lockers. It looks like they're all locked. They're rusty, but it looks like they're still being used. Why not just buy new ones? Maybe it's not in their budget. I was gonna say, if you're gonna be putting up a resistance, I feel like lockers aren't quite the best thing to be putting your money into.
this is...
There's a beaten up bed. It's stained and darkened in places. It looks pretty similar to the sofa you sleep on, Master. That's underwater now, though. I hope everyone's alright.
So, you accepted the job. That's good. Let me fill you in on the details then.
Yes, please.
You will be setting up surveillance cameras in 4 designated locations. These are the cameras you're going to be setting up. They're delicate machines, so handle them with care. Also, I'll give you a transceiver for communication. It's shaped like a smartwatch, since they're so trendy nowadays. I'll tell you where to set up the cameras with it. Locations will be kept secret until last minute to avoid leaks. Once you finish setting one up, I'll give you the next location.
Where's the first location?
I'll contact you as soon as you leave, so I can test the transceiver's performance at the same time. If you don't hear anything from me, there's a chance the transceiver is broken. Bring it back here, and I'll fix it.
All right.
I'm counting on you. Be sure not to get caught by the Peacekeepers.
They're gonna cut you off if you get caught anyway.
I'll do my best. I ended up accepting the job. If this helps Kanai Ward in some way, it could reduce the number of unsolved mysteries. Even if I can't help the whole world become happier, I can at least help those closest to me. And if I complete this request, I have a chance to get closer to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
It's fine to be optimistic and everything, but I doubt it'll go as planned. This is you we're talking about. You're like the Grim Reaper for everyone else. I know one when I see one.
Like you're one to talk.
Anyway, what about the other detectives who got bombed? You sure you haven't forgotten about them?
I pretty much have. I was like, I hear this is my new family now.
I'd never forget them. Finding everyone is my top priority. I can work on this case at the same time.
That's pretty efficient. I didn't expect that from you.
Well, obviously, we're going to find them. And it seems like based on when I did a save, it looks like Fubuki is going to be the next person we're going to be working with.
Come on, let's go.
I'm very curious about what her forte is.
Oh, I'm getting a call.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Servan? Yes, I can hear you.
So far, so good. Here are the instructions for the first camera location. For the first surveillance camera, I want you to set it up at a phone booth in the commercial area, Marunamon District.
Marunamon District. I've never been there before.
Oh, really? Well, I'll send you directions through the transceiver.
Thank you.
Contact me when you arrive. I'll tell you how to set it up then.
You look like you're pretending to be a spy.
I'm not pretending. This is actual spy work. Let's head to Marunamon District for now.
I wonder what kind of murders are happening in Marunamon District. I can't wait to find out.
Cases like that don't just happen all the time. At least I hope not. This place.
It looks like the store is made of unused pipes. The owner's not here, though.
Huh?
My master stooping to thievery simply because no one's around. I'm not stooping to anything. I was like, I'm gonna check this place out before I, I just got here. I've barely even seen it. I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring.
Wow! The buildings are all underwater!
Because the drainage isn't working around here, the water just continues to pool.
Master, do you get the sense we're being watched?
Yeah, I think so too. We better get out of here quick.
Except I'm also gonna look at everything.
This place.
It looks like various things are on sale here. There's nobody staffing the place, though.
Well,
I think it means you're free to help yourself. I was like, it seems like they work on the honor system here. Which, it's like if you're part of the resistance, it feels like if you go out of line, especially with Servan and her surveillance, like if you just take stuff, I feel like you just get booted out of
it
here.
connects to the riverbank from here.
Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So that place is finally opened up. Excellent. All right.
Hey, Master! How do you plan to get to Marunamon District?
According to the map we got, we need to use the road in front of the hotel in Kamasaki District.
retreating! Go take the world by storm! That way? Or maybe this way?
This place looks pretty nice. Looks pretty similar to the Yuma district, though. Getting all sorts of new. We got
So this is Marnamon District.
all sorts of places opening
It's
up this
supposed to be
chapter.
the commercial area. Sure looks like it. Compared to other parts of town, it seems kinda uptight.
A jobless and homeless person like you has no business being here, huh?
Setting aside being homeless, I am working as a detective. Even if I'm still a trainee.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go find that phone booth.
Where is that phone booth Servan was talking about? There are a lot of busy-looking people in Marnamon District.
Master, you might have forgotten because of your amnesia, but this is what people look like when they're working.
God damn, she's so savage.
You owed them and me an apology for that careless remark.
Why do I have to apologize?
Excuse me, but I have negotiations with an important client soon, so keep it brief. Is there a telephone booth around here? Just follow this road and you'll see it. If that's all, I'll be on my way. Wow, that guy was super elite. Even those crappy social skills added to the elite vibe. I'm surprised that phone booths even exist in, you know, this area and this... it just seems so futuristic. Going to the bank makes me nervous. It's a pretty big building, so I guess I understand.
Well?
They're really raking in the cash. Security's tight.
Hey, isn't that a phone booth?
Is that the phone booth? I've arrived at the destination. Time to contact Servan. Servan, can you hear me? I arrived at the telephone booth in Marunamon District.
Great job, Master Detective. You work fast. Can you go inside the booth and set up the camera underneath the phone stand? Here's how you set it up.
Finished. How's this?
Good. I can confirm via the video feed. That's it for the first camera. Check your surroundings for any peacekeepers.
Got it. No peacekeepers. Nobody here has even noticed me.
That's when you need to be most careful. They can appear out of nowhere. Here's the next location. Head to the front of the cafe in Ginma District. Contact me once you've arrived.
I thought you were like a spy.
That's
but
just
you're more
me.
like an errand boy.
That's every chapter. I'm an errand boy.
Errand boy detective case files just received another entry.
I'm happy to help other people out. 3 cameras left. At this rate, this shouldn't take too long.
If that's the case, how about we take a detour? I've never been here before. You need to find the other detectives, right? Maybe you'll find their corpses around here.
I'm gonna ignore that last part. But maybe if we ask around, we'll find someone who has seen them. I should gather some information before moving on to the next point. Let's ask these people if they know about Chief Yako and the others.
My colleague who was on break still hasn't come back. I hear there's a really cute waitress at the cafe in Ginma District. Maybe I should ditch work and go there.
The cafe in Ginma. That's where I'm going to set up the next camera. I need to gather a little more information.
Maybe the cute waitress is Desahiko. He's got to do some work to earn some money after their place got blown up.
What do you want? I need to get to the bank.
The bank?
Yeah, the Marunamon Bank is up ahead. It's the only bank in all of Kanai Ward. Which is why the line always takes forever.
Does that mean I need to go to the bank? I keep hearing people talk about this bank. Maybe I should... Will it let me go in? This building is a bank? It looks nothing like one. It looks like it belongs to an evil secret society. So awesome. It feels like some kind of suspicious person might slink out. And they talked about how there's a vault at the Marunamon district, so it's probably in this bank. I bet that's gonna come back, so I can't go in yet.
This city has completely changed. The branch office I work for was acquired by Amaterasu Corporation. Thanks to that, career employees like me were all demoted. Makes me want to jump into the river.
Have you seen anyone drifting
Let's
down
talk
the
to
river?
this guy. He seems like he'd be a good person to talk to.
Huh? You mean like people? I've been here all day. I haven't seen anyone.
I see. Thank you.
Maybe you should throw some more questions out there.
Excuse me.
I'm looking for people from the Nocturnal Detective Agency. Detectives? Is there such a thing in Kanai Ward? She doesn't even know you guys exist. Sorry, but I don't have the faintest clue. Maybe someone else will know something.
Huh? What do you want? I'm on break right now.
What kind of work do you do?
I work at the power plant up ahead. All of the rainfall in Kanai Ward is gathered through the drains and ends up there. And then hydroelectrical generators create electricity for this city. Did you know that? Quite efficient, right?
That's very interesting.
I like how he just keeps asking people about their jobs.
People, but no one seems to have seen them.
Unfortunately, I didn't smell the stench of corpses either. Well, if there aren't any corpses, then they're probably alive somewhere.
That's true, but for now I should get back to the job. They might get worried if I take too much time.
Next to some cafe in Yuma district, right?
Yeah, I've been there before. This one shouldn't take long either.
Oh, the cafe is right here. Alright, let's see this cute waitress. Maybe it's
What's
Fubuki.
going on? There are tons of customers. It wasn't this crowded last time I was here.
I bet it's Fubuki.
Maybe they got some new dessert people can't help but snap photos of. Humans love lining up for stuff like that.
But only men are lining up. Anyway, this is a bad time to set up a camera. Servan, I'm at the location, but the cafe is extremely crowded.
I want to avoid any prying eyes. Is there something you can do about it?
What do you mean?
I want you to set up a surveillance camera at the cafe's bus stop so we can view the main street. Call me back once you figure out how to make it happen. Counting on you.
Wait! He hung up. What now? What does he expect me to do?
How about we boom kill everyone?
How about we don't?
Then what? You want to wait until all the customers go home?
Anyway, let's look inside the cafe for now and see just how crowded it actually is. It's jam-packed in here. This'll take a while.
Really? This is jam-packed? There's lots of seats open.
Can I get a refill for my coffee?
Coffee over here too?
Sure!
I knew it! I knew it was Fubuki.
Fubuki?
Oh? Yuma? You must be here to try some of my coffee.
No, not coffee. You're okay.
She's like Haru. It's just like the same voice and also loves coffee.
How dare you be alright too, Yuma?
What? Anyway, I'm just glad you're alive, Fubuki.
I am grateful you were born as well, Yuma. I ought to thank your parents.
Man, she moved on quick. She's like, Master Detective, I'm done with that waitress now.
Excuse me? Where's my coffee?
Right.
Coming right up.
I'm glad Fubuki's alright, but I don't even know where to start with her.
Seems that sheltered skank is tough to kill. I wouldn't mind if she died.
Damn, Shinigami's just jealous of all girls, I guess.
Why do you keep saying stuff like that?
I just hate airheads. Only losers find girls like her attractive.
Fubuki? What are you doing here?
I am fencing coffee. Everyone says it is delicious.
Fencing?
I have never worked in a place like this before. It is rather exciting. I have always had an interest in waiting tables. I feel as though I am blossoming with a talent I never knew I had.
Are you actually working here?
Yes, I am an adventurer detective coffee fencer.
Where do I even start?
See? This is why I hate airheads.
Anyway, how did you survive that explosion?
That is a maiden secret.
Huh?
Maybe it's something to do with her forte.
Okay.
Maybe it's the whole thing about how she's hard to kill. Maybe she's got something... Because she gets, like, in herself in situations. We talked about how she was kidnapped. And she's just, she's an adventurer. So maybe it's something about a forte that, I don't know, keeps her protected?
What about the other master detectives? And Chief Yako? Is everyone alright?
Unfortunately, I have yet to see anyone since the explosion.
Yeah, she moved on quick, though.
If I waited at this cafe, but perhaps everyone died. My deepest condolences.
No! Everyone must still be alive! Come to think of it, waiting at this cafe instead of blindly searching is a good approach. Halara often visits here.
That being said, I felt bad just idly sitting around, so I started working. And as a result, we were reunited. Mission accomplished.
I see. I'm starting to understand the situation.
However, ever since I started working, the number of customers has steadily risen. I was beginning to mentally prepare myself to settle here, from the cradle to the grave.
Ah, so all the customers here are after Fubuki.
Every single one of them has ulterior motives. Say, Yuma, what brought you here?
So as long as Fubuki leaves, then we can just have no issue planting the camera here.
Well, it's a long story.
Well, both of us are very... I love, she's like, she started working at a coffee shop. I joined a resistance group. Both of us have been quite busy.
And that's what happened. Wait, she's gone?
Yuma, sorry to keep you waiting. I must procure more coffee.
Procure? Aren't you brewing it here?
I ordered coffee from the hotel restaurant and get them to brew it.
Wait, you're just serving coffee from the hotel?
Correct.
I see. So that's why she calls it fencing. This is crazy.
So, what are you doing here again, Yuma?
As I was saying, some people asked me to take on a job, so I'm working on that right now. Speaking of Fubuki, will you help me? I need you to move the customers away from the front of the cafe.
Oh? Using violence?
Why does everybody want to solve things with violence?
Some other way.
Very well. Leave it to me.
Was asking for her help really a good idea?
I highly doubt it. Everyone! There's a cafe just across the way that serves even better coffee! This way! Follow me!
Hey, that actually worked.
Is there nobody else that works at this cafe? How are the owners gonna feel that she just took all the customers away?
Alright, now's my chance to set up the camera. Better get to the bus stop. Now's the best time to set up the camera at the bus stop. Whew, that should do it. Only 2 left.
Yuma, how did it go?
Perfectly.
Splendid. We work well together.
Yeah, I'm sure we would make great partners.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
What?
She's going to be exhausting.
Huh? No, I
was just agreeing with you.
She'll still probably be better than Desahiko, though.
Oh, right. My apologies. I lost my composure. Phew. I almost became an adventurer detective wife.
Master has already sworn his life to another.
I'm getting a headache.
Well, since we have reunited, I will help you with your work, Yuma.
Are you sure?
I am better fit for adventuring than waiting tables. You and I are now partners. You can rely on me.
Thank you.
No need to be strangers. You can speak to me with phrases full of slang like we are old chums. After all, we are the last two survivors.
Listen, everyone has to be alive.
I love how she's like, I haven't seen them, therefore they're dead. It's like a child with like...
video feed from the second camera a bit ago.
What's the word they have? It's just like object permanence. It just it doesn't have any. She's like, if I don't see them, they are not there. Therefore, they are gone.
This is going great. Seems like Shachi was right about you, Detective. The third location is in Kamasaki District. Set it on top of the vending machine near the hotel. I'm counting on you.
Next is Kamasaki District.
I'm tired of these errands. Where can we find more corpses? Maybe a corpse in a kimono hung upside down, or corpses with their heads swapped.
You shouldn't joke about that. It could actually happen in this city.
Yuma, are you talking to an invisible person?
Huh?
Did she notice me?
So she's one of those things where it's like she's airheaded, but she can also be surprisingly perceptive sometimes.
I heard it just now. A creepy man's voice talking about
Oh,
a camera.
and never mind. Never mind. I gave her too much credit.
Oh, you mean this? It's a transceiver. The voice is my client. I'm receiving instructions through it.
Oh, is that so? Apologies for my ignorance.
That sure freaked me out. I thought she heard my voice.
I have lived inside a mansion since I was young, and know little about the ways of the world.
Like, she is basically like a dumber Haru. She's just like very sheltered. Although Haru would never fence coffee. She would make it herself with pride and love.
I am so naive that the servants call me dummy thick
What?
behind my back.
Is that is a line in this game? Dummy thick? Oh my gosh, what was the... that could be the best line in this whole game so far. What was the original Japanese? Is there like a Japanese term for dummy thick?
I don't think that's what they meant.
Oh
Anyway, it's never too late to learn new things. I mean, take me for example. I've forgotten everything, but I'm still alive.
That is true. I am much better off when compared to the state your head is in, Yuma.
Right.
In any case, I now know that is a transceiver. Your client must be so small to fit inside
Oh my
there.
gosh.
Is she really a master detective? She'd struggle to live even a normal life.
I can't deny that.
Anyway, we have a princess from Wonderland here, so have fun escorting her.
I'm getting worried. We have to get to the vending machine near the hotel in Kamasaki District.
Alright guys, well, I'm gonna leave it here. I was gonna like wait until I had all of the cameras, but then Fubuki showed up and I was like, alright, well, we've got a partner now. It's nice to have somebody back, and it's nice to know who we're going to be kind of like working with this chapter. So we'll continue on with the spy mission, and hope Fubuki doesn't mess everything up by just being herself. And we'll see if my theory's correct about the resistance leader maybe being the next victim, or if it's going to be something completely different, because they talked about, there's a whole thing about like someone being drowned or like someone getting thrown into the water. I wonder if that's him, maybe that's somebody else. It could just be like a whole thing about like the missing detective still, but I have a feeling that that might be where it's heading towards, but we will wait and see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned next week for part 14. Until then, bye. Special shout out to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Zoran Ether, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Icognito, and Harry Gazif.